Hello guys, and welcome to a new F1 news update. Before we begin, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all the latest Formula 1 news. Will Porsche join the F1 grid, even after the collapse deal with Red Bull? We will tell you everything we know about it, but first some other news. Mercedes has brought a lot of upgrades to the US Grand Prix. The new upgrades included a new floor, wing end plates for the rear wing, and a new front wing. This new front wing looked very different from all the other front wings that are currently in use on the grid. The front wing has 5 stabilizers on each side of the car, which on itself is not that special. However, it seems like these stabilizers have an aerodynamic purpose as well. This is not allowed within the technical regulations. Mercedes hasn't used the front wing yet because of its questionable legality. The team is in conversation with the FIA to sort out the legality and if the front wing might need some changes to make it legal. Mercedes wants to use the new front wing at the next Grand Prix in Mexico. The team didn't share what it needed to change to make the front wing legal, but it probably has to place the stabilizers in a different way so that they won't have an aerodynamic benefit. So watch the Mercedes closely next race to spot the new wing. Fernando Alonso had a big moment with Lance Stroll on the back straight during the US Grand Prix. Alonso's car wheelied for a while because they ran into each other. Alonso could miraculously continue the race and even finished P7. However, his front wing fell off during the race because of the crash. Haas F1 has brought this to the stewards and they awarded Alonso with a 30-second penalty. The penalty is not allowed according to Alpine. Because Haas was too late to file the infraction, the stewards weren't allowed to look at the matter. The American team missed the deadline by 24 minutes. The penalty should therefore be made undone by the stewards and grant the P7 back to Alonso. Meanwhile, fellow Canadian and ex-Formula 1 driver Jacques Villeneuve thinks that Stroll should get a big penalty. The Aston Martin driver is penalized with a 3-place grid penalty, but this is not enough according to Villeneuve. He thinks that Stroll should be suspended for the next race. This was super dangerous and pathetic driving from Stroll, according to Villeneuve. Because of the high speed the cars were going and because of the late move, it was an unacceptable maneuver. In his eyes, the FIA should give out bigger penalties because of the great danger that goes with these actions. Not only Red Bull, but also Aston Martin made an infraction with the cost cap. Because it was a procedural infraction and because of the lower consequences it had for the championship, they were not attacked as much as Red Bull. However, the FIA was in conversation with the team to sort out the infraction. It looks like Aston Martin and the FIA have come to an agreement. The team will admit that they were wrong through an accepted breach agreement. The team expects to come out with the results very soon, but hasn't revealed any details yet. It is rumored that the team has interpreted attacks differently than the FIA, but we will know for sure when they release the penalty with the details. Red Bull Racing will continue to exist. Some people thought that after the tragic death of Dietrich Mateschitz the team could be gone in the future. Christian Horner said that the team will continue to compete in Formula 1. Because of Dietrich Mateschitz, there is a great foundation for the future, according to Horner. Red Bull will be an engine manufacturer from 2026 and will carry the spirit of Dietrich Mateschitz with it, like it did with the chassis. The future of the team is already determined together with Mateschitz, and his passing away won't change the team's future because it is determined for the long term. This means that we will see Red Bull for the coming seasons, competing in Formula 1. Big news from Porsche. Porsche will join the F1 grid, partnering with Williams. After the collapse deal with Red Bull, many thought that it would be game over for the German sports car manufacturer. It looks like they will join the F1 grid nevertheless. It looks like Porsche will buy 50% of the team, like it was supposed to do with Red Bull. The FIA already said that the manufacturer was talking to other teams to join the F1 grid. We already thought that Williams was an option and now it looks like it is confirmed. The deal is supposedly almost closed. With Porsche joining the Formula 1 grid, we will have 6 engine manufacturers in the sport, and the VW group will have 2 brands on the grid like it planned to. It really shows that Formula 1 is attractive again for the big corporations and that the sport is growing bigger and bigger. What do you think of Porsche joining the F1 grid? Do you like the prospect of having 6 different engines on the grid? And do you think that Porsche will be competitive? Let us know in the comments. That is all we got for you this time, but we will be back with more soon. If you liked this video, please click like. If you want to stay up to date on the latest F1 news, please subscribe to our channel. If you want to watch another video, click on the box to the left. We will see you next time.